All right. Well, welcome everybody to this Channel Vision Magazine webinar with Bicom Systems. Today, we're going to learn specifically about how to best maximize revenue through the use of more effective partner programs. A really interesting topic. I'm your moderator, Brady Hicks, the managing editor for Channel Vision. Joining us today are your hosts. In particular, we have Yasmina Urisic, the Partner Success Manager. How you doing, Yasmina?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Freddie, for nice introduction. Doing well and excited to be on this webinar.
Me as well. I can't wait to hear everything that you both have to say. We also have with us Sarah Doucette. Sarah is the partner success representative for Bicom. Sarah, what's going on?
Hi, Brady. Thank you. Happy to be here. Looking forward to hopefully having a nice discussion.
I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Now, before we jump in, I do want to remind everybody that Bicom created this webinar to provide you with information. So if you have any questions along the way during the course of the discussion, simply go to the Q&A icon there at the bottom of the page, and we'll present those questions once the presentation is finished. All right, enough from me. I'm going to turn it over to Yasmina and Sarah.
Thank you so much, Brady. Hello, everyone. Once again, I'm Yasmina, Partner Success Manager at Bicom Systems. Today, we will speak about partner program and how they can help your company. So before we start, I'd like to say a few words about our company and to introduce ourselves. So Bicom Systems is a telecommunication company that offers comprehensive unified communication platform, which is designed to streamline communication processes. We have multiple products, all built in-house. So one of them is PBXware, which acts as a central hub for voice communication. Then we have Bicom apps that come in desktop, mobile version, and are designed to enhance day-to-day communication and collaboration. Then we have our serverware virtualization platform, which is designed specifically for hosting telephony and unified communications in the cloud, and Cyprot that functions as SIP defender and enhances security of SIP communications. So all our products work together and they create unified solution, which is tailored for needs of all our partners. In Bicom Systems, customer centricity is a big part of company culture, and Sarah and I are part of the team that is responsible for offering partners best possible experience. And one of our tasks is partners programs, which is the topic of today's session. So I hope it will be interesting for you. We will share some of our insights. So without further ado, let's move to the agenda to see what we've prepared for you. So we separated this webinar into 4 sections. First one is unlocking the power of partners program, where I will cover what is partners program actually and why every business requires one. And then in second part, setting up for success, we will speak about what should we do before the actual launch of the program. And then my colleague Sarah will use real life examples, our company and another company, to show you what are effective strategies for partners program, and also to show you some inspiring examples of a successful partner program. So yes, let's move to the first part. Why every business needs partners program. We can start with basic explanation what partner program is. So partner program is a business strategy where company collaborates with other companies or individuals to expand its reach, boost sales, and deliver more value to its customers, which is our main goal. In partner program, company would typically offer some incentives, resources, and support to their partners to promote or sell or to add value to its products and services. And depending on different needs, there are different partner programs available. So one of the most popular ones and one that we have in our company is reseller program, where partners resell companies' product or services to their own customer base, and then in exchange they earn commissions or some sort of discounts. Then we have affiliate programs where partners refer customers to the company and are often earning commission for each sale or lead they generate. Then we have technology partnership, where partners integrate companies' products with their own, and they create a combined solution. And these partnerships are common in tech and software as a service industries where two products work together and they enhance actual functionality and market appeal. Then we have service partnership, and where partners provide services, let's say consulting or implementation or training related to company's product, and they that way they improve customer experience. And then we have strategic alliances, which is really high level partnership where companies work together on marketing, product development, so they can meet shared business goals. I must say that partners program are very common in SaaS industry in telecom, and are definitely proven to be highly effective. So let's see what are the reasons. So why we need to build a partner program. So one of the main reason, at least for me, is building long-term relationships and increasing partner engagement. So this should, in my opinion, definitely be your first and most important reason, because everything starts from that. And without this factor, you cannot have revenue increase, which is usually the end goal of every program. And by fostering strong relationships with partners, we can build loyalty and trust over time, which makes it easier to navigate challenges and opportunities that come along the way. And these long-term partnership can also result in sustained growth, shared knowledge, or sometimes even cross promotions. And having a robust program set in place also allows company to extend its reach, improve its offering, and in the end, like I said before, enhance customer relationship, which all of which later contribute to long-term success and profitability for all. All of this can be easily done with periodic check-ins or partner success calls that keep connection alive, and I know that Sarah will mention them as well in her part. So another reason for building a partners program is increased product adoption. So with partners program, you introduce partners to all resources needed for them to know your product well. Partners who deeply understand product and understand companies' offering can then better position the solution to meet needs of their customers. They can also provide maybe localized support and some sort of customer integrations, and again improve overall customer experience. Then we have innovation and customization. So technology partners in technology programs and third-party vendors can work together with company to provide some sort of additional integration tools or custom features that then enhance the core of the product. And this innovation can differentiate the solution in a very competitive market nowadays and attract customers that are looking for tailored solutions, actually. With having partners program, we enhance sales channels and we also encourage marketing expansion. So with right incentives and right training, partners can definitely serve as effective sales representatives. Um, Increasing the volume of leads, closing deals that otherwise might take longer, or sometimes it's even out of reach for direct sales team. Partners program also enable companies to leverage this reach, expertise, and networks of partners, and to enter new markets. For example, partners like resellers can present product to customers who are maybe hard to reach directly, whether that is due to geographical location or maybe hard industry type. Then we have scalability and flexibility. So by collaborating with a range of partners, for example, technology providers, distributors, MSPs, company can scale more rapidly. Partners can take one aspect of sales, deployment, maybe training, support, or some other service, and then reduce the workload on the core company, which allows later more flexibility in meeting demands. Then, of course, joint marketing opportunities. Program enables us to have co-branded webinars, content, events, and which will later help you raise brand awareness and maybe build trust in certain market or in certain location or industry. And the end, which is usually the main goal, partner programs typically involve revenue sharing models. They provide both parties with financial incentives. And with this, you can turn your partners into motivated contributors and definitely best ambassadors of your product. So, well-structured programs can significantly impact revenue, and sometimes numbers go even up to 30 to 40% in recurring revenue models. But before we create partners program, we should think about some things that needs to be defined. So before developing partners program for your customer base, we should think about the following things. First, setting clear goals and defining challenges. Defining business objectives is very important. Let's say your goal is growing revenue in a specific market, or your goal is increasing customer retention, increasing customer satisfaction. All of this will define how you shape your program. So rules won't be the same in different cases. So after defining these goals, we need to break them down into specific actions that partners can take. For example, action can be sell certain number of seats or target certain numbers of customers, do surveys with end users, and so on. So when you have this, you will also know what you need to do to best support your partners in reaching their goals. We cannot leave them on their own. We need to support them the best we can. For example, if they are willing to move between program tiers that you are creating, you also need to support them by showing them how and then share best practices. Then create incentive structures based on goals. These structures can be different. So for example, reward revenue generating actions. If partners are expected to be closing certain amounts of deals or signing long-term contracts, you will reward them with some sort of commission, or create tiered incentives where you will need to decide whether you will offer better rewards for higher sales or bigger deals. And you can also include bonuses for meeting key targets like customer retention, churn, or upselling additional features. Not all partners are created equal, and you need to target the right partners for your program, and this is very important. It's important to be focusing on partner who will align with your goals, who have market reach, partners who are motivated to sell your product. It's important to do this partner profiling to be able to understand the ideal partner's capabilities, their customer base, and goals. And later, you will maybe have different partner programs based on different groups of partners. Good tools to use in these cases are customer journey maps, customer personas, which then allow you to separate partners based on their size, industry, or key concerns, and then to create a program that fits their needs. Data-driven decision-making must be a part of your processes before you start. So tracking KPIs such as monthly recurring revenue, customer lifetime value, customer satisfaction score, they all help you identify top performance and then shape partner program to align with partner needs. And finding a good CRM and partner management tool is important because they can give you real-time insights into partner performance, and they can also help you discover growth opportunities between your partners. And this is an important piece of information when creating program tiers and deciding who will be on each level and how you will organize these levels. Then sales and marketing alignment. In partners program, partners expect big support from you. It's usually done by providing them with co-branded marketing materials that are reflecting the message that you want to send out to the world and that are explaining products that you are selling. And before running the program, you need to make sure these processes are set in place and there is a consistent approach on these. A partner marketing role should be defined in your company to ensure you know whether you are going to be able to provide, for example, co-marketing campaigns, joint webinars with your partners, even maybe expo appearances. So everything is with one goal to create stronger and unified messaging and best support for your partners. And last but not the least, support channel. Many experts believe that what makes a difference between companies and their competitors is typically not the product itself, but the way how businesses treat their customers and that human interaction you provide. So before going into partners program, it is necessary to set up dedicated support channel to respond partner needs on time, all questions, all challenges promptly. And in case their company is bigger, it's even good to have a different type of support based on your partner's need. So if they need some technical support, you have technical support team. If they need help with sales team is always available. So that's kind of support you really need. So this is like theoretical part, and now my colleague Sarah will take the mic and lead you through third part of this webinar, which is effective strategies for active partner program, which is based on our program and some other good examples.
Thank you, Yasmina. So we looked at some of the main benefits of having a partners program, how we can set up to have a partners program. So since this is something I work with on a daily basis with our own partners, I want to jump into how we can sustain the success with them and some effective strategies for keeping the partner programs active and just fostering growth and collaboration within that. So starting with first things first would be comprehensive product training. So being able to provide training on all technical aspects of the platform, including setup, configuration, troubleshooting, being able to walk the partner through any key features and benefits. And that way they can confidently present the product to any potential customers that they may have. So focusing on how the product meets their specific business needs and highlighting different use cases will really help the resellers understand the value proposition for various industries and different customer types as well. Additionally, along with comprehensive product training, just being able to offer live or even on-demand product demonstrations, custom trainings for specific situations that may arise, As Yasmina said, all partners are so different. So being able to really equip the resellers and give them the knowledge to address any technical questions or escalate issues as needed is very important. So next thing would be having some type of new partner interview or welcome meeting with your partner. So starting with a welcome meeting that includes an overview of the company's mission, any product features, key benefits, and even customer success stories. So giving them, helping them understand the brand and the value proposition behind the brand. Providing a clear step-by-step onboarding guide. This will show the resellers how to access the resources, place their own orders, access support, and just to become confident overall with using the products completely on their own. The meetings should also be used to discuss goals, any expectations that the customer may have, and maybe even their plans over the next few months. And last but not least, assigning a dedicated rep or a team to support the resellers throughout their entire partnership, or especially the initial stages. So the person or team should be available anytime really for any questions, clarification, or troubleshooting while the resellers get adjusted and throughout the entire process as well. So sales and marketing enablement, which just to reiterate what Yasmina did mention with that, so being able to provide them with access to a variety of different marketing materials that might look like brochures, data sheets, case studies again, white labeled material, really anything that can be used to support their sales efforts. So partner portal and resource access. So creating some type of easy to use centralized online support portal where resellers can access all the resources that they need, including the product documentation, training videos, pricing, maybe support and sales materials just to help support their internal sales teams and marketing teams, and just providing a sense of self-service learning by allowing the resellers to access the content on demand, especially like webinars, maybe any product FAQs, specific knowledge bases so that they can learn at their own pace and also revisit any concepts as needed. So this way can help to equip the resellers with any comprehensive FAQs and troubleshooting resources, which will help them quickly address any common issues without needing to escalate them. Building strong relationships and community. So in my opinion, this is one of the most important aspects when it comes to collaborating with partners. Some of the main ways to do that would be maintaining an open and consistent communication with the resellers. So having dedicated emails, maybe ongoing check-ins, whether that be bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, depending on the partner and what their needs are, having access to newsletters, forums. This allows the resellers to stay informed, ask any questions, and then just collaborate with the company more easily. Dedicated partner support. So as I mentioned previously, having some type of dedicated representative to provide the resellers with access to any internal teams that can assist with sales, technical issues, or product questions. So this helps them feel supported, helps them be able to provide a better customer experience overall. And if possible, being able to foster a sense of community within the resellers by hosting annual partner conferences. This is something that we do with our company. We just recently did this in October and it was incredibly successful. So being able to offer those opportunities where they can have peer-to-peer networking opportunities, talk about real life use cases and scenarios. It just really strengthens the relationship with the brand and then with the partner community as well. And if we can't have in-person opportunities, then even virtual networking events would be very beneficial as well. So education and certification. So ensuring that your resellers are always kept up to date with any product releases, enhancements, and new features, having regular training refreshers, keeping them just well informed and allowing them to always be able to sell the most current version of the product as well. So they're never missing out on anything. And regular webinars and updates. So offering ongoing webinars, live Q&A sessions, as I mentioned before, introducing new features, updates, any best practices. And so this kind of leads into fostering a culture of collaboration. So creating opportunities for any established resellers to share their best practices with new resellers. So the peer-to-peer learning approach can improve onboarding efficiency and just enhance the overall quality of your reseller network. It also ties into what I previously mentioned about having access to forums or in-person opportunities so that partners can collaborate with each other. Another important one is, last but not least, so monitoring progress and other continuous improvements. So being able to schedule regular check-ins with your resellers, reviewing their performance, addressing any challenges that they may be having. And then that gives an opportunity to offer any additional support that they may need. It also keeps them engaged and aligned with the company's goals. So creating some type of system while doing this to gather feedback from the resellers, be done within maybe some form of a survey, or even programs like beta testing where partners can be involved in new feature implementation. They can give their personal scenarios and maybe any advices on what they would be looking for in the future. So another way that we can monitor the progress and offer continuous improvement would be ensuring that we always have some type of follow-up plan in place, being able to check in on the reseller's progress, and offer continuous training or resources as needed, and recognizing again that resellers all need different types of support. So no partner is going to be exactly the same. Some may need more technical help, while others may need more sales coaching. And being able to offer customized assistance based on what their specific needs are it goes a long way. So just by following these basic practices, companies can really ensure that their reseller network is well prepared to sell and support the services effectively, which ultimately contributes to a greater success, customer satisfaction, and business growth overall. So since we looked at some strategies to implement to sustain partner programs, I do want to just look at a couple examples of some world-renowned companies that how they've been successful with implementing partner programs. So we'll look at one company, Adobe, which is obviously a world-renowned company that everybody knows. And then we'll look at, after this, a way that they were able to help one of their partners by using their partner program. So a bit of background about Adobe's program. So their program is called the Solutions Partner Program. So they implemented this to help their internal teams and their partners collaborate to deliver digital transformation solutions. So a whole digital package. So the program focused mainly on creating synergies between their internal teams with their external partners who could deliver the solutions to businesses of all sizes. Some of the success factors that they were able to implement would be internal partner support. So having their internal teams work closely with partners to offer tailored solutions, co-branded campaigns, and being able to share customer insights helped both parties become very successful. Resource sharing. So Adobe provided all of their partners with resources like sales training, technical documentation, even help with lead generation. So using its internal teams to deliver these services as well, so through the partners program. And then co-branding and joint marketing. So they collaborated with partners on joint marketing efforts, which resulted in increased visibility and stronger positioning of their products in the market. So by implementing these, a few things, there was a few results that came from that. So market leadership for one. So by having this strong internal partner alignment, Adobe was able to become the market leader in creative software with its partner ecosystem, helping them drive adoption of the products in all new verticals. Global expansion. So their internal partner program allowed them to scale more rapidly in international markets, particularly by developing strong partner alliances in key regions like Europe and Asia. And last but not least, of course, increased partner sales. So again, it's easy to look at this world-renowned company like Adobe and say, yes, of course, they've been successful. So let's look at how their solution partner program was able to help another well-known company who was overcoming a challenge with delivering their own digital marketing campaign. So looking at Audi, they wanted to deliver an engaging digital experience for their customers, basically starting from browsing the cars online anywhere to actually purchasing the car. So the company needed to ensure that the content was consistent and high quality across all global markets, while also offering personalized experiences that were tailored to their customers' preferences. So one way they were able to overcome the challenge is that they leveraged the Adobe Experience Manager. So to manage and deliver the digital content across the various platforms, including its website and the mobile apps, the Adobe Experience Manager helped Audi deliver tailored content to their customers by using personalization features and integrating with all of their other tools like Adobe Target, for example, for testing and optimization. So this was able to give Audi the opportunity to collaborate with Adobe's entire ecosystem. The network helped Audi leverage not just the products, but also the best practices and the collaborative tools. So this basically sped up their deployment and kept them aligned with all of the latest marketing trends and technology developments. The program also ensured that Audi's digital ecosystem was scalable and could grow with their needs. So the partners helped Audi implement flexible solutions that would evolve as they expanded into new markets. So as their digital needs were growing, the solution was able to scale to accommodate more content, more complex personalization, and the partners could provide guidance on future-proofing the infrastructure and ensuring that the tools and platforms could keep up with any future expectations, for example. So the program also provided them with ongoing optimization and support, so ensuring that they could continually improve their digital experiences by monitoring performance, any digital touch-ups, running tests, or even adjusting the content. So I guess to reiterate some of the positive results of having an internal partner program, Adobe's program not only provided Audi with access to the powerful suite of tools, but with the knowledge and the hands-on support needed to fully leverage the tools. The program also gave Audi a way to customize their digital strategy and to make it something that aligned perfectly with their goals. And in turn, it improved customer engagement, boosted their conversions, and optimized the global content delivery, which was originally their challenge. So basically, in conclusion, we looked at an overview of partner programs, some of the main benefits of the partners programs, how to set up for a program and be successful, sustain the success with the partner program, and some world-renowned companies and how they've been successful implementing partner programs with their own customers. So partner programs obviously play a very crucial role in helping companies expand, scale, and achieve long-term growth. When we execute the steps well, successful partnerships can drive market leadership, foster innovation, collaboration, and contribute to sustainable business success.
All right, fantastic. And as you guys can see, the contact information right there on the screen. Thank you for that great presentation. Let me remind everybody that if you want to contribute to the conversation, you can click on the Q&A tab at the bottom of your screen. And with that, we had a couple questions come in here I think are really interesting. The first person wants to know, what kind of sets Bicom's reseller program apart?
I think what really makes us different is this the way we treat our partners. So we have a really nice relationships with our partners. As Sarah said, we have this annual event where we all gather and we really get to know our partners. We know their companies very well. We know their goals, and that allows us to tailor our program according to their needs. So we do everything based on their goals. And I think that is very important, and it's not really easy to achieve that because Sarah mentioned in her part of presentation, every partner is different, and especially if you are working with resellers, they are all working in different industries. So knowing each one individually is not an easy task, but I think is something we are working on. Maybe we are not the best, but we are always trying to improve every year to include something else in all our projects, in BIRA, in Partner Summit that we organize. So I think that personalized experience is our main goal, and I think that's what is making us different from competitors.
All right, and personal touch definitely is key. What are some of the common challenges that you kind of face when implementing a partner program? I guess, just kind of base level stuff, and how do you overcome those challenges?
Well, as I said, the most common challenge and the hardest one is getting to know your partners and their goals, especially if you have a big customer base with different industries. What can help you overcome these problems is having customer journey maps, which show you a whole experience of customers. So from the point where they onboard to their last contract, you know everything, and then you pinpoint things where they are struggling the most. And if you notice that one partner is struggling with the same thing, another is struggling with the same thing, then your goal is to fix that one thing. But again, most common challenge is to get all that data, and then it's sometimes it's easier to work on the problem. It's harder to maybe identify it by looking at data. And also, what I think is a common challenge in companies is aligning all teams, because silos should not be present in companies. Everyone should work together, support partner success teams, sales and marketing especially. And then, of course, if you are a tech company, a development team should work according to the feedback they get. So aligning teams, it is a big challenge, and the best companies out there are the ones who have teams aligned with their goals and all working together to achieve it.
All right, very good. Now this person wants to know specifically about the financial incentives. What would you suggest be used? Kind of like one-time payments or more like a residual type of thing?
Well, that depends actually on industry. So there is no right answer to this actually.
Okay, okay. No, totally understand. How about this one? Any advice for kind of a smaller scale organization that's maybe looking to launch a program, but they're doing it from the ground up and have limited resources?
So if you want to cover how we do it, or I
Sure.
can,
Yeah, of
we
course.
can
Yeah,
both.
no problem. I think a lot of things that I mentioned, even when sustaining the partners program, so especially when it comes to having those first initial onboarding meetings, getting to know the customer, what their needs and what their expectations are, I think that would be really the best way to, even if you are a small company just getting started, I think it's the best way to kind of set the expectations, set the next steps, and to know how to support them and what they may need. So I guess just implementing things like that, and then providing the proper training and resources, marketing materials, anything like that to help them grow and to get where they would need to be.
All right, very good. Can either of you kind of share some metrics or KPIs that are effective for measuring the success of a partner program, like something quantifiable?
Well, companies would usually use monthly recurring revenue, or customer lifetime value, or customer satisfaction score. It all depends on what your goal is.
You mentioned kind of monitoring progress for a
Mhm.
partner program. I think you outlined some ideas, but they want to know about like practical advice as far as like monitoring a through a partner program, monitoring progress.
Monitoring the progress. So, I mean, I guess some ways that we look at it is we have customers who are using specific software from us. So we can monitor even their sales, what applications they're using versus what applications they're not using. So being able to look at that data and track that data, and reaching out to them to kind of investigate maybe what their customer needs are, why they're not selling certain products versus other products, just helps us get a better understanding of their market, their network, what their needs are, and then maybe if there's a certain challenge that they're facing, which is contributing to maybe why they're not growing or why their progress hasn't shown any changes in the last little while. I feel like for us, that's kind of the best way that we monitor things like that, and then just setting up follow-ups, even if you don't necessarily have something to follow up on. So setting up, like I said, it can be a weekly meeting or even a quarterly meeting, depending on the size of the partner, to help you get ahead of any objections, promote any new features. So the partner can just always feel equipped, even if you're not quite sure on maybe there's not something specific to track, but to constantly stay in touch and keep the window of communication open.
All right, I think that's great advice there. How important, what would you both say, how important is it to kind of tailor training and support initiatives for different types of resellers? Like, what sort of factors should be considered when you're tailoring all that?
I think it's always essential to tailor training and support to an individual partner. So even if they are, let's say, same type of reseller, we still think to look at into specifically that partner. So this is challenging, and it's possible with the correct team structure set in place, and factors that should be considered here is the current knowledge of knowledge level of that partner, then product of their interest, of course, and most importantly, you need to know their industry they sell to, so that you can actually help them sell more and tailor um, all your materials that you are sending to their offering. Maybe Sarah, if you can add something to this as well.
Yeah. So basically, the way that it can look different from each partner to another. So, for example, if we have one partner that's working with an insurance industry, for example, and another partner that's working with maybe a hospitality industry, the products and even the materials that we provide to one partner versus another are not necessarily going to be relevant. If we're providing our insurance-based partner materials on how to sell to an insurance industry, or sorry, the opposite, if we're giving him material on how to sell to the hospitality industry, it's not going to be relevant for his customers. And even the training that we give him might not be relevant to his customers. It might not be the right platform. It might not be the right product that he's looking for. So I think, again, just getting to know your customer and knowing what their expectations are, what their goals are, that's the best way to know how to support them.
All right, again, fantastic advice. What sort of strategies can be used to foster stronger partner relationships and improve that communication that you both kind of spoke of?
I guess just emphasizing again on constantly keeping the window of communication open, getting ahead of any objections, providing them constantly with updated resources, training materials, just making sure that they're well equipped. Obviously, we want to communicate with our partners, but we almost want them to be self-sufficient as well, where they still have a need for us, but not too much. We don't want them to feel like they're missing anything. So we want to constantly stay on top of that, especially what I like to refer to as, I guess, having like a trusting environment with each other where they can give you their honest feedback. So if something is not working for them, I want my partner to feel confident that I can help them overcome that issue, and they're not worried that, oh, I shouldn't tell her this product is not working for me, or maybe this material is not working for me. We need to know those things so that we can improve those strategies and improve the material internally, and then set them up for better successes. So I guess just always having an open communication and letting them know that no feedback is bad feedback, I guess.
Of course, yeah. So let me remind everybody before we kind of get to the end of the Q&A here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to submit them. There's a little Q&A tab on the bottom of the screen there, and we'll try to get everything in before we go. But I do have this one. And okay, so Sarah, obviously, you showed a lot of really great kind of use cases during your presentation. This person wants to know about examples of successful partnership transformations that resulted in increased revenue. Anything like that?
If you're working with some type of reseller program, I guess just providing them with what we said, any of the proper resources can help their customer become more successful. So if they're able to have better materials to sell, they can, for example, maybe they are going door to door, they are going and doing actual technical installations. So if they have the proper documentation, the material, then their own customer, their end user will always be supported. Even giving them maybe demos to sell to their customer, to show their customer, to give actual examples of the product, using it live. I'm not sure if that's really answering the question or what type of example, but
I think that's helpful. I think that'll be helpful for people for sure. And with that said, I do want to thank you both, Yasmin and Sarah. Thank you both for your time here today. I also want to let everyone know that if you missed any part of this webinar, you'll be able to find it as well as other past Channel Vision presentations on demand by visiting our website at channelvisionmag.com. So Sarah, Yasmina, thank you so much.
Thank you
All right.
so much.
thank you.
Of course,
Thanks
yeah.
all.
And that's going to do it for today's webinar. Again, like I said, you can check it out on channelvisionmag.com as well as all the other past webinars that we've done. So from all of us at Channel Vision Magazine, from our good friends with Bicom Systems, everybody take care. Be good to one another. Bye-bye.